Hello, welcome to Structured Dynamics' Open Semantic Framework Academy. Today's tutorial number 12 is on upgrading the OSF stack. Your host and demo jockey is Fred Gisson.
Hi, in this screencast we'll see how we can update all the pieces that are part of the Open Semantic Framework stack. So first of all, let me cover how the versioning system works in OSF. So everything comes from the GitHub Structured Dynamics repositories. So let's take a look at the Open Semantic Framework Installer project. So basically there are two things. There will be a series of version tags that will be released over time. And there is the 3.0 branch, which is the current latest version of OSF. And the 3.0 branch is where all the latest development will be commit. Okay. So if there is all the releases are existing in the releases section of the project or any project. So what we can see is that the latest release right now is 3.0.0. However, many commits have been created since then. If we go back to the installer project, so all the commits have been committed to 3.0. So next time that there will be a new release of OSF, what we will do is just to take a tag from the workable project commit, latest commit, and then we will create a 3.0.1 release that will appear. So what we'll focus on in this screencast is just to update to the latest code that exists in any dev branch of any projects. So now that we know how the versioning works in OSF, let's take a look at what we should do. So probably the first thing you should do from time to time is to update Ubuntu. So to do that, the only thing you have to do is to do get update. So what this does is just to update internal registries of all the version of all the possible software in Ubuntu. And after that, what you have to do is to do get upgrade. So now everything is already upgraded. So there's nothing more we have to do right now. So the next step is to upgrade the OSF Installer. Okay, so we will go to the OSF Installer repository, and then what we should do is always to get the latest version of the upgrade script. So the upgrade.sh script is available in the Open Semantic Framework Installer repository on GitHub. So now that we have the latest version, so because my version was already existing, it created an upgrade.sh.1. So what we will do is just to remove the previous version, and we will rename it that way, and we will change the permissions for it such that we can run it. Now we simply have to run it. So what the upgrade.sh script does is to upgrade the OSF installer code itself. So it's being downloaded, extracted, and installed. So now OSF installer is upgraded. So what we'll do next is to use the OSF installer to upgrade all the pieces of the stack that we care about upgrading. So the first step is probably to upgrade the OSF Web Services PHP API. So what I did mention there is a version that I want to upgrade to. So because I did specify 3.0, what that means is that I will upgrade the OSF PHP API code to the latest development version. So remember, 3.0 means that I'm getting the latest from the branch 3.0 and not from the tag 3.0.0, which would be out of date because I want all the latest modifications to the code. So I will just run this. So what happened is that I did make a backup of the old version of the code. I did prepare the upgrade. I did download the latest code, upgrade, clean the upgrade folder, and so on. So now I have the latest code of the OSF, the web service PHP API code. Okay, so it's as simple as that. If something goes bad, you can always go to the temp directory and revert the upgrade using the backup, and you could do that by hand. So then the next step that we'll do is to upgrade the OSF Web Services code itself to the code base. So this is how you can use OSF Installer for doing that. So what this does is basically just upgrade a code to the latest version of the web services. What you have to take care about there is just to make sure that there is no deeper upgrades that is required. Normally it should not be a problem when this happens. So for example, the Solar schema change or something like that, which require not just a code update but an update of the Solar schema or any other underlying stack pieces, then a new version would be added, and then you would use another version of the another option of the OSF installer to really properly upgrade to a new version of OSF Web Services. So right now I know that the only thing I want to do is just to upgrade to the latest code, because there is no such thing that happens since I last updated the OSF Web Services code. So I just have to run that. So the code is being downloaded from GitHub, and then after that I do update. I also update the test suites. Then we reconfigure the test suites and we run the test suites. So every time you do upgrade the OSF Web Services code base, we do upgrade the test suites at the same time and we run them. So this is just a precaution to make sure that after I did upgrade a code, that everything is still working as it is expected. So it is now nearly done without any errors. There we go. So everything passed, which means that the upgrade of the OSF Web Services code has been successful. So now the next step would be to upgrade the dataset management tool. So we can do that just like with the previous upgrades. We specify the 3.0 branch because we want the latest development version. So now everything is updated. So let's do the same for the Ontologies management tool. And let's do the same for the permissions management tool. And our next step would be to upgrade OSF for Drupal. So what we have to do is to go to the Drupal the Drupal folder, and then what we want to do is to use Drush to download the latest code that exists in the dev branch. So the way to do that is to say drush dl for download, and then OSF dash the version, the name of the branch, which is 7.x3x dev. So if I do that, Drush is looking for location, everything. So it says it's already existing. You want to override it. So yeah, this is exactly what we want to do. And then the next step would be to do a drush CC_all. Just make sure that there is no previous behavior that has been cached. And then optionally, what you can do is to upgrade Drupal itself to a latest release. So in this case, it's drush pm update projects Drupal, and the Drupal version you want to upgrade. So when you run that, if you already run the latest version of Drupal, then it will tell you, oh, it's already upgraded. And I think is the case for this instance. So yeah, so no core updates available. So that's it. That's as simple as that. So what you have to do is to update all these pieces. You can probably just create a shell script to run all these things when you want to upgrade one of your instances with the latest code. One thing we did not mention is how to upgrade Virtuoso, Solar, and so on. So because the stack is dependent on specific versions of these things, so every time a new version of Solar or Virtuoso are released, we have to make sure that everything works. So when a new Solar or virtuoso version will be out, what will happen is that we'll create specific upgrade procedures to do the upgrade for you. So this is really not something you have to worry about. That's it. Thanks for listening.